to that developing and shocking story. A reporter from The Atlantic says he was mistakenly added to a group chat with top members of the Trump administration as they were texting back and forth about highly sensitive war plans to attack Houthis in Yemen. The White House this afternoon saying the text exchange appears to be authentic. Eyewitness News anchor Mike Marza is in the newsroom with more. And Mike, this was an unsecure group chat. Pretty alarming when you're talking about secret military plans.
Pretty incredible, Sade. And to that point, the reporter, who also happens to be the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, wrote, the Secretary of Defense shared operational details, including information about targets, weapons the U.S. would be using in this attack, and when the attack would actually play out. As you would imagine, reaction pouring in on both sides of the aisle, saying, how could something like this happen? The bombs started falling on Houthi rebels in Yemen the afternoon of March 15th, but reporter Jeffrey Goldberg at The Atlantic magazine wasn't surprised, writing, quote, I knew 2 hours before the first bombs exploded that the attack might be coming. The reason I knew this is that Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, had texted me the war plan at 11:44 a.m. The plan included precise information about weapons packages, targets, and timing. The shocking revelation came in an article dropped today with the headline, The Trump Administration Accidentally Texted Me Its War Plans. Goldberg says he was added to a chat group on the platform Signal with top National Security Council members.
I don't know anything about it. I'm not a big fan of The Atlantic. To me, it's a magazine that's going out of business. I think it's not much of a magazine, but I know nothing about it. You're saying that they had what? Well, it couldn't have been very effective because the attack was very effective. I can tell you that. I don't know anything about it. You're telling me about it for the first time. Anybody else?
But the National Security Council confirmed it, adding, we are reviewing how an inadvertent member was added to the chain. There are no threats to our service members or our national security.
It's bad enough that a private citizen was added to this chain. But it's far worse that sensitive military information was exchanged on an unauthorized application.
Representative Mike Lawler writing, the classified information should not be transmitted on unsecured channels, and certainly not to those without security clearances, including reporters, period. Safeguards must be put in place to ensure this never happens again. The Atlantic is also raising questions if the administration officials may have violated espionage and record retention laws, an issue Defense Secretary Hegseth slammed former President Biden over in January of 2023.
If I held one classified document in the military, I'd be gone. My career would be over. I'd be court-martialed.
As I mentioned, a whole lot of people are reacting tonight. So many statements coming in from the defense and the political world, including from former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, a favorite target, of course, of Republican criticism over her use of a private email server while she was at the State Department. Secretary Clinton taking to X moments ago, writing, "You have got to be kidding me." Bill?